of the week, presented by Heidemann Associates, brought to you by Western Governors University, the Salt Lake Running Company. We got Skyridge football taking on American Fork here on senior night at Skyridge. Thanks for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by Moose Bingham. Moose, interesting game here. You've got AF that got off to a great start this year. Thought this might be the year they could contend for a Region 4 championship. Skyridge had all sorts of expectations. There's still opportunities for Skyridge to win the region championship tonight. They need some help, but they got to take care of the task at hand, defending home turf here on senior night.
Yeah, this is an absolute brawl. Heavyweight fight. It's the ticket you want to be at tonight, Dane. There's some absolute dogs on the field. We're talking about Smith Snowden, Hunter Clegg, Jarvis Griffiths. There's so many guys out here that there's more stars out here than you can imagine. I've seen college coaches roaming the sidelines, picking up who's going to be coming to their school in the next few years. Everyone wants a piece of the action here tonight, and I'm happy to be here with you.
It's one of the incredible things when you think about these two programs. Here in 2022, it's almost like a flex of the respective defenses. We can start with American Fork. They're 7-2 overall, 3-1 in region play. But you look at this group, and that's actually not right. They're not 3-1 in region play. I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, yeah, they are. They are 3-1 in region play. My bad. They both lost a quarter. But you talk about Hunter Clegg. You talk about a guy in Peterson who's had 4 interceptions this year. He's been fantastic. They got a great roamer in Evan Agor, the senior linebacker. This AF defense is much improved from what we've seen over previous years.
And you didn't even talk about Davis Andrews, who has Pac-12 offers, interest from everyone in the entire country. He was over at USC last week enjoying the men of Troy and what's going on over there. So there are so many good players out here. But on defense for Skyridge, you see the number 1 player in the state in Tausili Akana. You see Smith Snowden, and you see the state leader in interceptions, Mr. Sheffield.
Yeah, pretty remarkable. You talk about Smith Snowden. He's got 5 picks. Sheffield has 7. They've got 22 as a team, this Skyridge defense. 19 sacks, 60 TFLs, and you got Tausili Akana, 12 TFLs for Tausili. And look, they can put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Their respective defenses going to be flying around tonight as these two offenses, they're both capable. They're both having to kind of navigate through what's been a tough season. Skyridge obviously losing McKay Hillstead. They hope he'll be back during the playoffs. And with AF having to replace a guy like Maddox Madsen, there's still just a lot that I think looking for continuity, consistency week in, week out. We'll see which offense can get their traction tonight. Both teams at 3-1 in Region 4 play. Both have an opportunity for a shared region championship if Corner loses. But both have their sights on making a deep playoff run, and it will start next week, but obviously they want momentum tonight.
As we get started, Tate Farnsworth, the kicker, big boy, 6'3", 185, he has to kick this ball out of the end zone. The rule of thumb is keep it away from number 3, or he might be going for 6.
Kickoff from American Fork is a touchback. And look, there's a bit of a wind here. It's to our back, so that is kind of near side to far side on your screen. And we'll have a chance to see this Skyridge offense with the first possession of the game. We talked about McKay Hillstead not suited up or not playing tonight. He is on the sidelines. He is ahead of schedule in terms of his rehab, but it will be the junior, Trent Call, who's been really pretty doggone good since coming in this year for McKay.
Doggone good. Last week he finally came into his own. 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. He was dominant.
He'll start in the shotgun. This is your young man that's completing 66% of his passes, 11 touchdowns, only 4 picks, as that ball was slung out to the tight end Josh Davis. A drop there on first down. Josh normally very reliable.
Yeah, Josh coming in from Lone Peak a few years ago. Josh Davis is one of the better tight ends in the entire state. He does a lot of good things. Big body, 6'4", 220. That's what you look for in a tight end, someone that's a safety blanket, and that one just got away from him.
And you talk about other options in this offense. Number 22, La'a Kalama. This young man will fly all over the field for the Falcons. He'll be one to keep an eye on tonight. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. And Trent Call here signaling motion. That is Kalama. They'll run. No, Call's going to keep this up the middle, and Trent able to pick up 5, maybe 6 yards on the carry.
That's why you love La'a Kamala. The deuces, 22. He will make defenses think, where's the ball going, what's going to happen, and Trent Cole can pull that and get some good yardage. But La'a Kamala coming in from Wasatch has been a revelation for this Skyridge offense.
Third down here for the Falcons. They've got to get to the 30. As Call looking over to the sideline there. Justin Hem, the offensive coordinator here at Skyridge, coach in waiting. Won't have to wait long, Moose, just another month and a half or so, as they will go on the ground. This is the senior, Tate Walker, looking to the outside, upended. He might be a yard short, as a nice job coming up there to make the tackle was Aiden Cage.
I absolutely love Tate Walker. The young man for breakfast, he just puts in a bowl of nails because he's tough as nails. He is an absolute stud. He is a powerhouse running back that's coming off an ACL tear and has done a great job all season.
These are really two ground games that don't get a lot of credit for all the good work they do. We'll get into that as the broadcast continues. Is this punt a good one? Fielded, fair catch signaled for at the 42, but there is a flag back near the original line of scrimmage, as we will await the call here.
Whatever the call is, I'm pretty sure it's good. We had a ref come up. He had his glasses on. They were all fogged free.
Yeah.
And he was raring to go.
Yeah, Moose offered to clean the glasses, the specs, as looks like maybe a hold call here might be the indication. And looks like it might be backing up where this return was. And indeed, that is a hold on the return. So rather than having it at the 42, AF will be backed up.
Well, I'm excited to see this American Fork offense. I haven't seen it since they played West, to be honest with you. And we've got a champion in at quarterback.
Yeah.
We're talking about Champion Edwards. His father, Ron, played at Utah State. His older brother, Tyron, played at Utah and Weber State. He comes from a winning family, and he is going to be leading this team. You also have a great center down here with Jarvis Griffiths, who I think is the top center in the entire state. And you've got a lot of weapons in Trey Roberts and so many other guys that if Champion can get the ball slinging, woo-hoo-hoo, could be a long night for Skyridge.
When we did that AF West game, I was really impressed with his accuracy. He is fleet-footed, very athletic, but he can be very accurate with the ball as well, completing nearly 60% of his passes, 11 touchdowns this year for Champion Edwards. And look, you talk about Trey Roberts, he'll be as good of a receiver tonight as either side has on first down. AF running it, and there's nowhere to go. The teeth of that Skyridge defense might have been Deshaun Toilolo coming up to make the stop.
Well, here's the problem. If you're running, you have to get past Ian Mariner and Deshaun Toilolo. Good freaking luck is what I say to that one. Absolute monstrosities of human beings, because they will bear down on you and take it to you. They're going to open up holes for this linebacking core, which I think is one of the best in the entire state. And it becomes different. This is an iron sharpens iron type of game, Dane.
It certainly is. Tough way to end the year, but a great way to get you ready for what, again, mentioning playoffs starting here right around the corner. They will go back to the ground, trying to get outside. Not a lot of room as Lucas Segura, the junior, tracked down for no gain on second down.
My Seguro, I love that kid. His name is great. We love to talk about him, and he's done a good job. He'll burst out a run here and there, and he's a good little running back. But now they've got to go through the air. Those first two downs, when you run on the first two and you're 8 yards from the first, you got to get the passing game going.
You talk about Trey Roberts, Jace Hull, another young man to keep an eye on tonight. He can be a big factor in this passing game. 5 wide here on 3rd and 8 for the Cavemen. No pressure, just a 3-man rush over the middle, caught, plucked out of the air. What a job by Josh Andrus. I love this tight end for American Fork.
Oh, who doesn't? Josh Andrus, he's part of the plethora of tight ends they have there. 6'4", 220. He was a sophomore last year, learning from not the best tight end in the state, but the 2 best tight ends from the state. And so when you have great teachers, great people showing you how it's done, you do nothing but absorb that knowledge, and good things come to pass.
Good for a first down for this American Fork offense. They go back to the ground. Boy, look at the pressure of that Skyridge defensive front. Trying to move the pile. They'll pick up a tough 2 yards. But, man, just, you mentioned it, hard to run against this front.
Man, with gas how it is, I need a high tire pressure, and there's more pressure on that defense than's in my tires. Goodness gracious.
You ready for a fun fact, Moose?
Yes, I am.
American Fork has never defeated Skyridge. 0-3 all time. Skyridge not been around a long time, but they've been in the same region for 3 years now 4. Interesting that AF has never gotten the dub, trying to reverse the course of history tonight.
A short history, a brief history, a history they want to forget for sure.
Look, Skyridge is 3-0 against AF. That's the same record Idaho has in bowl games all time. There's merit to it. Second down run, and not a lot there for Segura as he's wrapped up. Gain of maybe 1.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Both first and second down, it's been short, tiny runs. 1 yard, maybe 2 yards, and that's it.
You can't say they aren't committed to the run. They've been trying. And we talked with this group early in the year. They love their offensive line here at American Fork, but it's a tall task to try to block this front. Third down here for the Cavemen. Again, 5 wide. Edwards looking, gonna tuck this, trying to find a lane. Oh my goodness. And Edwards just has to concede it. I mean, it looks like there's a lane, and next thing you know, there's just no room, nowhere to go.
Well, that's what happens when Tausili Akana is in your face. He's eating up a ton of room. He's doing a lot of good things, and they really want to run this ball. They brought in a new offensive line coach this year in Rafe Mon, the former coach of Brighton. We have 2 former head coaches for Brighton,
yeah, right.
one on each side, and the former offensive line coach for Snow College that mentored Garrett Bowles.
Nearing the halfway point here at Skyridge High School. This kick, boy, pressure coming, just getting it away. And that one muffed. Ball on the turf. Boy, I think AF, they had someone there. I don't know if they were able to catch it because it kind of came right at the foot as we try to unpile this here.
As a player, if you're not in the pile, you better be pointing. That's what everyone's here for. You pointing the wrong way.
Skyridge got it back, so it will remain with the Falcons. We want to thank our sponsors here of Skyridge Falcon football. We'll step aside real quickly, be back with the second drive of the game here for the Falcons.
Bird Homes is a Utah-founded community builder and a proud sponsor of Skyridge football. Bird Homes not only builds commercial and multifamily buildings, they build and support Utah communities. Bird Homes builds for you. Go Falcons.
Welcome back. I want to thank Bird Homes for their sponsorship here of Skyridge football on the Rewind Network. First down, call. Little out route caught that time by Davis, turning upfield. Nice gain on first down there for the Falcons.
It was a nice gain. There was a lot of bit of a hold there from Ben Howard on Hunter Clegg. And sometimes you get those calls, sometimes you don't. But he did a great form tackle. Not the right person to be doing the tackle, though.
Moose, there's holding on every play. It's only a penalty if they call it.
Amen.
Second down.
We might need to get the smudges out of those glasses for the refs real quick.
Hey, that's not the back judge's responsibility. I'm just saying. Rolling to the right. There's Kalama, his first reception tonight. Kalama ahead for a first down, move the chains for Skyridge.
La'a just does it all. He already has a brother that's committed to BYU. He has cousins all over the field. La'a is absolutely dominant at cornerback and wide receiver. They just find ways to get him involved in the game, and he's a good person to be involved.
It'll be first down here for the Falcons as they approach midfield. How about drives that are mimicking each other here in the early going? Skyridge looking, wheel route for Kalama, and Kalama comes away with it. Oh, what a grab by La'a Kalama. And did they rule that incomplete? They did.
Well, La'a did a great job not letting that ball get intercepted right there. Let's say that, because that was great coverage. The cornerback right there, number 8, Wesley Vaywig, the senior, 6'1", 175. He thought he had an interception, and he was thinking about 6.
He had it sized up, and boy, I thought Kalama ripped that away late. Did not. Second down here for the Falcons.
Well, he made the catch. He just got a little support from the ground.
Of course, new turf here at Skyridge. Kept by call. Met at the line of scrimmage. He'll power ahead for a gain of 4. But, hey, this is my first time at Skyridge this year. Field looks good, Moose. No more grass.
Oh, I like it a lot better. There's no hump in the middle. You can see the other side. Life is good. But call right now, he was used to running last week, and he's like, it was great being a dual threat quarterback. This week, he's like, it's not as fun.
He's had to tuck it a couple of times. He's actually done a pretty good job with it here in the early going. 3rd and 6 for Skyridge. That is Kalama again in motion as they go 2-by-2 here. Looking deep. That caught. What a grab. Still on his feet. Cuts inside and tackled inside the 10. Kyle Valdez has the Falcons inside the 10. 1st and goal, Skyridge.
Kyle Valdez is an absolute monster. He wanted to come play in Region 4. He wanted to be part of this Skyridge area, so he came over from Alta, and he's a hidden weapon. Not many people know much about Kyle Valdez, the 6'2", 180-pound receiver, but he's an absolute dude.
Great catch there by Valdez. Skyridge looking to score first. They'll give this to Walker. Looking the right side. Pickup of maybe 2 on the play. Is that American Fork front. This defense, we talked about in the open, they've been stalwart here for the Cavemen this year.
Yeah. This game, it's coming down to punters and defense. But the offenses are getting theirs right now. Those explosive plays, that's what's going to make a difference, and you're in field goal range now as well.
When we talk about American Fork, you want to know how many games they've given up at least 30 points defensively?
How many?
Just once.
To who?
Corner Canyon scored 35. No one else has gotten over 30 on American Fork this year. The defense, we talked about, it's been really strong this year, and they're going to have to flex their muscle. 2nd and goal. This is Kalama. Looking left side, trying to find a lane, stood up. Well, a lot of Cavemen there, including Davis Andrews.
Well, what's interesting right now is there's a plethora of great coaches on these sidelines. College coaches, Reno Mahe. You've got Jim Herman, who's helping out with the defense for Skyridge. On the other side, you've got so many good coaches here, and that's why there's such good players in this region. The assistant coaches, the head coaches, everyone's on the same page, and they're all doing a phenomenal job.
3rd down. Call. Under pressure, going to throw back, has Davis. Touchdown, Skyridge. Josh Davis with the 5-yard touchdown reception.
Man, Josh Davis pounded his chest on that first throw, said, that's my bad, I still want to be your security blanket, and he did it. Great touchdown, great draw up, and that's some phenomenal coaching. Great execution by everyone on that play. Quick little backwards throw to Josh Davis, and now let's all watch the PAT. That's what we're here for.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Skyridge taking the lead here with 3:40 left in the first. You are watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, only on KSLSports.com.
I'm Amber Clark, head manager of the Skyridge football team. This is a Lander Falcon. Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet. They read body language and are extremely aware. Let's make 2022 the best season yet. Go Falcons!
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Want to thank Suica for their sponsorship of Skyridge Football Surgical Wound Care Associates. These skilled providers understand the importance of teamwork in the provision of advanced care therapies across our great state since 2017. Suica takes pride in our community partnerships and appreciates the dedicated teamwork from our partner physician groups, nurses, agencies, hospitals, and facilities who come together to improve the quality of life for our patients and their families. Suica, proud sponsor of Skyridge Football on KSLSports.com. Shared network game, Skyridge High Football, American Fork High Football here on KSL Sports Rewind. And excited to be able to end our region schedule, our regular season schedule with these two juggernauts going head to head.
Oh, I was praying that we got this game, and we got it.
First time we've seen the kickoff from the Falcons. This one returnable from the 1. Looking up the middle, nice return. Takes it up to the 30-yard line in good field position for the Cavemen to come out. That is number 11, Jace Hole with the return. We talked about Jace as a receiver in this offense.
I do like Jace Hole. And with all these coaches, I don't want to forget about Bob Stevens, the old Alta head coach.
Yeah.
He was my O-line coach, also a phenomenal offensive lineman for BYU.
You talk about the coaching in this region, it really feels like every staff is an all-star staff. You look at corner, right? Littered with really good coaches. AF, Skyridge, Lone Peak. I mean, it's just, there's a reason.
Nice.
It just means more in Region 4.
Oh.
See what I did there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do. You're right.
First down. Edwards, boy, that is a tough throw. There's not much of a lane there, and yet he put it right on the hands of Hull. Incomplete.
Yeah. Edwards is sitting there. You can return the kick, but you can't catch this beautiful ball. Come on, man.
I mean, you want to talk about a young man. There's not much of a lane there for that ball. It's right in front of Akana. I mean, like, that's a heck of a throw by Champ.
It really was a great throw. Honestly, if I was running that route, I'd be ducking and covering.
I would have been shocked the ball made it through. Anyway, second down here. They'll head back to the ground. This is going to be the largest positive rush of the day for AF, as that was Dax Watts, the junior, with the carry. Dax averaging 4 yards a touch on the season, and picked that up here on second down.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I've been talking to college coaches about Champ Edwards. They're like, we like him as an athlete. He can play quarterback for us, or he could be anywhere else on the field.
Yeah.
He's just an absolute freak. And the crazy thing is, Champ is on his 4th high school. He started at Bishop Gorman, went to East, went to Corner. Now he's at American Fork, and he is happy as a clam.
5 wide here for Edwards on third down once again. This has been the same formation they've ran on every third down. Design draw for Edwards, trying to get outside. Oh, look at Smith. Snowden can do more. Oh, boy, that ball. They say he had stepped out. Snowden had stripped it, but late. But how about Smith Snowden coming up? He could do more than just cover.
Well, here's the deal. Champ Edwards would get away with that in 99% of the situations. The 1%, that's Smith Snowden, the best cornerback to come through Utah. I said it here. I'll say it again.
And I said it. I don't know if you caught this last week. I said we might not do a 6A defensive player of the year poll. We might just give it to Smith Snowden.
You should.
Might just give it.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Well, as long as Moose isn't mad, we know we're good. This one angled, no return available, and Skyridge will start inside their own 40.
So that was a super interesting punt by Trey Roberts. You saw him take the ball out, and he just threw it out there, hit the inside of the ball. He dropped it almost parallel with the lines in the field. And you saw it get that wicked spin right there. He was lucky it went as far as it did, almost knuckleballing, because that was a punt that he'd like to have back.
First down for Skyridge, starting at their own 38-yard line. How about Trent Call, the junior? We talked about had to kind of come in due to injury against Tippview. Boy, he looks so much better every week here for Skyridge as he gets more and more time, more and more comfort as the run here by Walker gobbled up.
Yeah, this game's going to come down to just a few plays. You have to get chunk yardage plays, and you have to be good on special teams because both of these defenses are just too gosh darn good.
Second down here for the Falcons.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some Smith Snowden on offense too.
He has played in the offense and certainly has that ability. He's just a tough young man to match up with regardless of which side of the ball he's playing. Call looking over the middle, just overthrew Kalama, that a yard in front, incomplete.
Yeah, Davis had really good coverage on that play. Davis Andrews I'm talking about. Number 12, the safeties for American Fork are absolute dudes. Two of the guys I think are the two best in the state with their length, with their abilities, and I love watching them. And they're young too.
Yeah, this is actually a really young AF roster. Look, they've got their fair share of seniors, but you see a lot of guys out there. It's like, he's a junior. Like, they return some talent next year. 3rd and 10 here for the Falcons. Flag in on the play. Call stepping up, and he will go down. Sacked for the first time tonight as he ran out of time, and it might boy, trying to get a number on who was there on the sack. I think it was 87, Drew Dickey, the junior defensive lineman with the sack.
This flag could be interesting. I think it was an illegal formation because the receiver that went in motion never got set again, and he started running forward, in fact.
Illegal shift, I think, will be the official call. But you're all over it, Moose.
It's only my 10th week this year.
Look, terminology, man. It's, you know.
I don't do so good with words.
Look, Moose is more of an art guy than a words guy. We learned that pregame. He's
true.
got an eye.
I do have an eye with all the knockoff paintings in my house. I can't afford real ones, ladies and gentlemen.
4th and 13. This punt away. Hull taking it, looking for a return up the right side. Good coverage there for Skyridge. There's not much there, maybe 5 on the return there from Jace.
So let's highlight the puncher right here. Last week we saw something that made me lose my mind.
Yes, we
did. The
did.
puncher kneeled the ball. This puncher, low snap, at his feet, bent down straight-legged like a normal human being, grabbed the ball, and did a great punt away. Good job. Great coaching over there by Skyridge.
I'll tell you, look, the camera doesn't see our face. That's a good thing for all of you. Moose is a very joyful, happy guy. That's probably the most irritated I've ever seen Moose was on that call last week. I thought Moose was going to lose it.
I did all I could not to say all the 4-letter words that were running through my head.
For these 2.5 hours, Moose, you're not a coach. First down. They'll go to the ground. Nice run here for AF. We're starting to see them find some consistency here on the ground.
So it's good to see that 4-yard gain, but they have to get first downs. The difference in this game is going to be who can get the first downs, who can get the ball down, and who can get the most points on the board. That's usually what matters at the end of the day, right, Dane?
Usually. Yeah.
There are style points that don't get counted.
Which is the real shame. Idaho would have been fantastic for the last 2 decades if style points mattered. Second down. Edwards throws that out. Little screen here. Not much, as that was completed to Jacob Erdley. And I actually loved the call there because I was just thinking, I don't know if Champ had completed a ball prior to that play, but you allow him to get in a rhythm and try to see that come through. They do for a gain of 1 or 2.
Well, with Champ, when they do go 5 wide, usually you're like, okay, there's no threat of running the ball. Champ is one of the better athletes in the entire state. And so when it is 5 wide, he still has the go-ahead to pick his lane and get his yards.
Third down here for American Fork. Edwards looking, has a man in that, incomplete. Was trying to get it. That was Trey Roberts, the intended target. But boy, he saw a heat-seeking missile coming his way in Saxon Higbee and could not complete it.
Yeah, trying to protect your receiver, doing the right thing, throwing it low, getting it done so you don't hang a man out to dry. There's nothing worse than being a receiver and your quarterback basically signing your death note right there.
Yeah, that one had Bruce Kidney written all over it, and Champ did as much as he could to prevent that for Trey. I'm sure Trey appreciates that. This punt away. Good kick. Moose, you got to love this one. Spiraled inside the 10, and AF will down it at the 13. Moose, grade it.
Oh, my gosh. My heart just skipped a beat. That was so beautiful. He did a great job. The lefty getting the ball up in the air, playing the wind. I love to see that, knowing game time and situation. The coaches were going into the break, but I don't really care. They're like, let's punt with the wind and do what we need to do.
Our sponsors care. First quarter's come to a close, 7-0. Skyridge out in front. You're watching Skyridge and American Fork football in a shared network game only on KSL Sports Rewind.
Bird Homes is a Utah-founded community builder and a proud sponsor of Skyridge football. Bird Homes not only builds commercial and multifamily buildings, they build and support Utah communities. Bird Homes builds for you. Go Falcons.
Welcome back. I want to thank our sponsors here at KSL Rewind. Western Governors University, make 2022 the year of you. They offer 1-year MBA programs on your schedule, on your timing, at your convenience. To learn more, visit wgu.edu.
Well, we've got an upset alert, Dane. Just
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Corner Canyon 0, Pleasant Grove 0. That's a big upset alert.
Not quite ready to mark it in pen, But we'll be tracking that one. Another first down run here for American Fork, but we've got whistles here behind the play. And, oh, okay. I didn't see a flag, but I thought that was...
Helmet came off, so they whistled him to get off.
Got it.
It was number 87, I believe, and that is Drew Dickey.
See, this is why 4 eyes are better than 2, right?
It's called 4 eyes all grown up, and now it's paying dividends. Thank the good Lord.
Second down here for the Falcons. A little delay here for Walker and Tate. Big hole through the middle. Tate Walker with his best run of the game. Walker takes it up to midfield. First down, Skyridge.
I love seeing Tausili Akana coming down here getting hyped. He was on the bench and he's like, my boy Tate going down there, doing his thing. Let's go.
I don't know what his 40-yard time is, but his 10-yard time is pretty good. He made it from the bench to that sideline pretty quick there, Moose.
You love to see the opposite side getting hyped for your success.
You talk about cultures and team, right? That's what you love to see. First down. Call. Boy, has a man deep. Looking that way. Broken up. And look, I love that there was not a flag call there as Aiden Cage was rushing back defensively, and I think it went off the back of his head.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Got to get your head around, Aiden. I'm doing NFL college rules here. Better see the ball.
He didn't make contact with the receiver.
He made contact with the ball with the back of his head.
That's okay. It's not a penalty.
Oh, I don't know. See the ball, catch the ball, get the ball, take the ball to 6.
Oh, okay. I get you. I thought you were calling for a PI. And I'm like, no. You want it. I got you.
These refs are great. They're not throwing too many flags.
They're on it. They're on it tonight, dialed in.
But I'll get on them if they do.
2nd and 10 here. Call. Looking up the sideline. That incomplete was looking for Cannon Jensen, and that too high for Cannon. Good coverage on the play. Might have been Aiden Cage there for the Cavemen.
Aiden Cage was sitting there looking like, where's the PI on me? You guys call it on me all the time. I want a PI. I could have gotten that ball.
Nah, man, we're letting them play tonight. Letting them play tonight.
Must be a Region 4 where it means more.
3rd and 10 here for Skyridge. It'll be a big moment for this AF defense if they get off the field, especially after giving up that big first down run. Or second down run, I should say.
Call's got to be a little more deliberate in his clapping to get someone to jump off sides.
Sheffield in the backfield. He'll get out in a route. Oh, they got a man wide open, caught, and Skyridge expands the lead. Touchdown, Falcons. It was Trevin McClellan with the catch.
Great play design. Everything went perfect right there. You got your wide receiver on a linebacker that might not be as fast, and that's what you like to see. The linebacker thought he had help over the top. None to be found, and that's 6.
Well, you have 3rd and 10 and the middle of the field wide open. How about the read there by Call and a beautiful ball to the junior Trevin McClellan. Is this point after up? Good. 14-0. Skyridge leading American Fork. You're watching Skyridge football and American Fork football only on KSL Sports Rewind.
I'm Amber Clark, head manager of the Skyridge football team. This is a Atlanta Falcon. Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet. They read body language and are extremely aware. Let's make 2022 the best season yet. Go Falcons!
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Moose, how frustrating it is if you're American Fork. You force a 3rd and 10, and then to give up a play like that for a touchdown.
Well, with these coaches in Region 4, they're riverboat gamblers. You'll see them in Wendover each and every weekend for how many times they go for it on 4th down.
Do you see them there, Moose?
Possibly. But
I was like, it takes 2 to tango with that, you know?
No. Yeah. You're right. But 3rd down, you're not necessarily secure. So you got to stop them on each and every down. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's about how high I count and how much you have to stop these guys.
We talked about American Fork has never defeated Skyridge. You want to know the note that really stood out to me about that, those 3 games?
D-May.
Huh?
Tell me.
Oh, D-May, I gotcha. Skyridge has scored at least 40 points in every game against American Fork.
Really?
Yeah. So the offense has had success. Again, we talk about this AF defense is better, but you talk about big plays tonight. Offense is needing big plays. That's a big play for Skyridge to get some separation.
Yep. Champ Edwards leading them back out onto the field. They've got the talent there, but this Skyridge defense is nothing to trifle with.
It is not. We'll get into that after this. As first down for the Cavemen. Again, 5 wide. Champ looking for that quick slant. That ball caught complete to Hull. He's got a first down and more up to the 34-yard line.
Hull was dipping, ducking, dodging, and diving, getting away from all the Falcons he possibly could. That was an amazing catch and run, and that's where you got to get going. You got to get that chemistry going. You got to get these passes going. Short little passes, make this Skyridge defense think, and then whack, it's going for 6.
You talk about the Skyridge defense. They've given up 83 points on the year. 51 of those were in 2 games to Corner and Lone Peak. They've only given up 30 points in, 6 games, 7 games? Pretty remarkable as a run here for AF, gain of 1.
That's absolutely ridiculous, seeing as I've watched teams this year give up almost 83 points themselves.
Yeah, right. I mean, you take away Corner and Lone Peak, and I know it doesn't work like this, but you take those 2 games away, this defense gives up about 5 points a game.
Oh, you just take away the 2 toughest teams they've given up, and yeah, that's true.
Well, but that includes Timview, right? They played Timview. It includes East. East didn't score on them. They've played good offenses. 2nd and 8. Champ trying to buy time. He'll tuck this, pick up a yard.
You see 45 there, Tausili Akana saying, no, 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 pulling out the Nakimbe Mutombo.
Third and 7 here for American Fork, Moose. What do you try to do, or what are you looking for offensively for the Cavemen here on this 3rd down?
Well, you're going 5 wide the majority of the time. Let's find something to get us going.
Little screen. Blocks in place. Oh, first down for Jace Hull. Had to make that last move right in front of the stick. He got it. It'll move the sticks.
Jace has been really impressive tonight. This is his coming out game because he's been okay, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm Jace Hull. I'm here to play.
Well, and here's the thing. You talk about how great Trey Roberts is, and he is, but if you've got a corner like a Smith Snowden, you say, all right, we're going to take Trey away and make someone else beat us. And that might have to be a guy like Jace Hull tonight.
Well, that's what's nice about having Smith Snowden. He's a magic marker. He's an eraser. And there goes your number 1 receiver.
Kept here by Champ. Boy. Oh, Champ. Because I was going to say, that was Trey on Snowden. And Snowden kind of got off the Trey block and was squared up for Champ. Champ was able to gain an extra yard after that. But again, Smith, it's more than just coverage that he brings.
Yeah, he's great in run support. They do a lot of different things with him, showing different looks. And it's always fun to see what these coaches are doing to get Smith Snowden involved in the game. There's a reason SEC schools are coming after him. There's a reason all the Pac-12 schools want him. He's an absolute dude.
A gain of 4 on that first down run for Champ. Nice pickup. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Champ looking deep, trying to find Roberts, incomplete. And Snowden all over him. No flag. Shouldn't have been. The coverage tight.
Well, Snowden had his head around. He was going for the ball.
Yep.
And that's the problem. I'd love to throw the ball to Trey. But at this point, I'd just put him at the bottom of the numbers and say, hey, you're out for the game. We're going to try to get Smith out for the game too.
Yeah. or just run him on vert after vert, right? And just to your point, just get Smith out of it.
Yeah. They're switching. Smith is
staying
yep. with Trey Roberts.
Yep. 3rd down. Blitz coming. Champ trying to keep it. Not going to work. Tried to jump between that blitz and tackled after a gain of 2, 4th down.
You can jump very high. But Ian Mariner and Toliolo are sitting right there. And no matter how high you can jump, those big human beings are going to stop you.
I was curious if they'd go for it there on 4th down. I would guess tempting, but on 4th and 4, probably a good decision here by Coach Beam saying, no, we got to punt this away.
Well, it looks like we won't see Coach Beam in Windover this weekend.
Well, this is playing the percentages. Oh, pressure coming and just missed it. Fair catch taken at the 15. Boy, I'll tell you what, Jace Dolman was out of a cannon on that.
I was scared for Trey Roberts. I was like, oh no! Might be going the other way.
That one was close, and so Skyridge coming back out inside their own 20. 8:22 to go here in the first half, and a chance for them to absolutely put a mark on the first half of this contest.
Yeah, rule of thumb, going after the punter, Nike, just do it. Get in their head, go after the kicker. Whenever I'm coaching against kickers, I'm like, we're coming after you, just to get in their head a little bit.
They'll hit the ground. No, call. Pulled that. Able to find Davis. Davis around a couple tacklers. He's got a first down. Gain of 11 for Josh Davis.
This is when you know you've got a great offense, when even Dane's confused where the ball is. Might be here, might be there, and it's in Davis's hands.
I just needed a moment. You know, the eyesight's failing me the older I get, Moose. First down.
We're going to get a LASIK sponsor, don't you worry.
Oh.
I've been working on cookies for a minute, but we're going for LASIK next.
I can't wait, actually. This one coming. Kalama. Ooh, boy, just needed one final block to kind of spree him free. Able to pick up 3 on the play regardless.
Yeah. It looks like this AF defense, they're bending a little bit at this point. Having a tough time, but they're still strong as can be.
And, you know, we saw Skyridge come out, really try to run the football. I know they had the big play, but really trying to spread this defense out a little bit to open up the running game, I think, later on. Empty backfield here for Call. Call stepping up. Well, I thought maybe a penalty on that play. No call. Is Call able to pick up a yard, maybe 2?
Yeah, let's be real here. Hunter Clegg is going to lose his mind soon if he doesn't get out.
Yeah. That's one where I think Clegg's like, what have I got to do?
He needs to pull some soccer moves, watch some Real games or something, and be like, oh, my knee! He's holding me so bad.
Moose doesn't love flags, but even that one I think Moose acknowledged, probably surprised there wasn't one.
Yeah. Now they're like, well, we've got La Kamala. Let's just throw him in the backfield. He'll be a running back now.
Third down, and they'll bring motion to help. That was Doman. Flared out, pressure coming, and Call has to get rid of it. Well, I don't know.
Can we throw a flag there?
That might be intentional grounding. I don't know if that got to the line of scrimmage, and there is the flag. I don't know if there was
I like how Call's making his case from the ground. Please don't throw that flag. Please, for the love.
So just a reminder, I know we're in week 10. New intentional grounding rule this year. There's tackle box. You have to be outside the tackle box and then pass the line of scrimmage. And I don't know that one did. The official right there. It is a bit of a judgment. After the play's over, you kind of scan and see where things ended. And I think a good call there.
Well, they did see an orange jersey. Unfortunately, it was a lineman. But that's the first 3 and out in a minute.
Yeah.
And Hunter Clegg's got to be happy about that. That big old nerd down there.
Well, and here's the other thing. Skyridge's going to be punting, and AF can actually get pretty good field position, so that decision to punt on the 4th and 4, again, you're playing the percentages, can work out as this off the side of the foot, and it's really going to work out for American Fork. Well, it takes a Skyridge bounce up to the 46 is where it will go out of bounds.
Wow. Ball drop was way outside, came off the side of his foot. He's been hitting some boomers, but that's okay. So, I called Hunter Clegg a nerd. That was not a derogatory term. He's going to Stanford. Just to let you guys know, I don't want to start getting tweets from everyone. Don't call the kids names. Not a name. It's a factual statement.
He's really smart. That's what we're trying to say. That dude gets it.
Yeah. I had an opportunity to go to Stanford, had a PWO. My parents said, you're not smart enough to go there. And I said, you know what? I agree.
I had an opportunity to go to Stanford for work. My boss said, no, you're not going. That's about as close as I can come. First down, Edwards looking for the little wheel route, just overthrew Trey Roberts as they finally got a different matchup defensively. But look, Colin Sheffield has more picks than Smith Snowden.
Yeah. What do you choose, the rock or the hard place?
Yeah,
this is the linebacker that has 7 picks and Smith has 5. And the fact Smith has 5 is redonkulous because no one's throwing at him.
Yeah, he's maybe been targeted 6 times and 5 have been picked off.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Absolutely crazy.
Second down. Motion out Watts. Love the read there by Champ. It's Andrus, first down. Look, tight end uncovered. We'll give him the ball quickly. Let him pick up a first.
Right when Andrus caught that, he was like, no one's hitting me? Yes! Let's go for a first.
That's as close to a defensive breakdown as you'll see from Skyridge defense.
Yeah, and they're communicating about that. What happened there? We left the 6'4", 220-pound guy open.
We gave up 12 yards.
Did you guys not see that behemoth running down the middle? I saw him, just wasn't ready for it.
First down for American Fork. Best field position of the night here for the Cavemen. Edwards again looking. Roberts with the catch. Roberts inside the 20, and now AF finally finding some rhythm, consistency. They're in the red zone.
What a beautiful back shoulder throw right there. That's an undefendable pass.
It's a great way to get Trey Roberts the ball, right? It's like, look, if you're going to mark him that tightly, we'll just go back shoulder. You can't get there and allow him to make a move after the catch. First down.
It's a basketball pass. It's a fun pass, and it's an accurate pass. High percentage. Great throw.
First down for the Cavemen. Trying to score, nowhere to go. A bunch of Falcons there, including Ian Mariner for the stop. No gain.
Ian Mariner, he wanted to get up and do a nice celebration with Tausili, but they didn't quite get it done. Those are those style points that'll be up on the board before you know it, Dave.
Look, the Mariners may have given one up last night, but Mariners not giving one up there. That's a little bait. You see what I did there? Yeah.
Mariners, there's Earl Talioti Mariner at BYU. The Mariners are a strong family. Always good to have one or two on your team.
Second down, nice cut there by Watts as he's ahead for a gain of 3.
So I'm not envious of many things in my life, but the hair Deshaun Tolio has, my goodness, it's a beautiful thing coming out of his helmet.
You think it's better than mine? Come on, Moose. That's a pretty nice rug up there.
We'll put a Twitter poll out and see who's going to vote for what.
Third down here for American Fork. Again, they'll go 5 wide. Oh, Champ kind of lost it. Has time to gather but can't keep his balance. He will lose yardage on the play. And now, boy, a tough spot for American Fork.
No, it's not. It's a field goal.
Yeah, but a 42-yarder is a lot different than a 25-yarder.
Not for this kicker.
All right.
Anytime I go to a game, the kickers ball out per usual.
That is true, actually. Moose has been fantastic kicker fortune. Not luck, it's all skill. Kicker fortune.
Amen. And the wind has died down, too.
That it has. 42-yarder. Kick is up, and it is no good. That one wide, and it remains 14-0.
Well, of course, I spoke a little bit soon. Gosh dang it.
We'll step aside, take a quick break, be back with Skyridge football after this.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back. First down for the Falcons. Walker looking to get around the edge and does. Boy, Tate Walker, I don't know how he stayed in bounds there. Nice run there for the senior.
He's been doing ladder drills all season long. Keeping 2 feet in, no feet out. Great job tight-roping down that sideline.
Yeah, picked up 7 yards on a play that looked like could have been stopped for a gain of 1. Love the effort there by Tate.
So Tate's a happy-go-lucky kid. There's one thing that makes him mad. 5 wide. Stop doing that, Skyridge.
Yeah, come on, man. Let me carry the rock, huh?
He's like, we don't need to see La Kamala back here. You've got numero uno.
Literally. Call. Looking deep, and this ball overthrown. And you saw Davis Andrews, I think. No, that was not Andrews. I can't tell the number. Good coverage, great effort to try to pick that off, but too much behind it.
One thing right there that Tate Walker did, he actually is really good in pass pro.
It was Andrews. Sorry, Davis. Third down.
Trent Call, the independent, doing a great job with his claps. Almost got someone to jump off sides right there.
You know, if he was, well, yeah. That joke won't land very well. Inside of 4 to play here in the first half. 3rd and 3. Tate with the carry. Oh, man, look at the burst of Tate Walker, because you've got Tyson Egg, who's just kind of sizing him up, and that burst able to get around, pick up a pair. 4th and 1. All right, Riverboat John here. What's Coach Lehman going to do?
He's going to punt it. Man, no one's going to Windover this week, Dave.
Well, here's the other fun fact. Dusty would have hit this already in this broadcast. He probably already has on our red zone.
Oh, what a quick punt.
Brother-in-law is going to head-to-head tonight, Coach Beam, Coach Lehman. So, look, there's a little Sunday dinner on the line as well. These two have to see each other all the time. There's a lot more than just a football game on the line.
Yeah, Coach Lehman, he'll hold it over his brother-in-law forever, 4-0.
Yeah, yeah. And, of course, Coach Lehman, his last year as the head coach here, because he's the AD at Skyridge. So it's one of those where, to your point, this is kind of like the Custer's last stand for Coach Beam on the gridiron, chat line, I guess.
I'm just glad their wives have each other. Football coaches, they're at the school all day long.
No kidding,
At least they can relate to each other and be like, you know what? I don't see my husband. I don't see him either.
It's all over by December for a month. First down. Edwards looking near side. Boy, what a grab. Good coverage on the play, but it was Jet Nelson. That ball kind of jumped on him. Jet able to secure it.
Jet was sitting there. He's like, I can't believe I caught that ball. He's like, I could have gone for 6. And he was trying to slow down once he got to the out of bounds, but just couldn't slow down enough. Needs to do some more ladder drills.
How about the press coverage that Skyridge just throws at you? I mean, it's like, look, we're not going to let you off the line. 2nd and 5. Little spin move, bouncing off tacklers. That ball fumbled. And I think Skyridge has it, and they do. Skyridge coming up with the turnover as they strip it away, and they'll take over the 48.
Good celebration right there. Let's see. It looks like it was Sione Westover, I believe, that got that inner fumble recovery. Goodness, Moose.
Wow. I mean, look, I love the effort there by Erdley. Tough physical run, but you can see a couple of whacks there by Skyridge trying to jar it loose, and persistence pays off as they are able to create the turnover.
Something I've never seen before.
Yeah, we got a mascot here for the Falcons. That's got to be Fred. Fred the Falcon, right? It's got to be Fred. First down. Oh, little reverse pass. Back. Little trickeration on first down as Trent Call takes this down to the 32 off of the reverse pass to the QB.
Great job there. Trent Call is sneaky athletic. Unfortunately, losing his hand warmer, so his hands can't be warm the rest of the game. The ref took it and wears it himself now.
First down for Skyridge to the 29-yard line.
Really tricky play calling. I love seeing that little misdirection and getting the defense on their heels saying, okay, where's the ball going? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it?
When you talk about stout defenses, sometimes you need a little bit of that to get them on their heels or get their eyes looking a different way. As here's Tate Walker trying to bounce it outside. Tate to the 20, cuts inside. Gain of 12 for Walker on first down.
The nice thing about that, when you're snapping it from the field side, he can keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and then gets north and south quick. That's what I like about Tate Walker, his vision. And Coach Lehman with the nice little shot right there.
I missed it, but you can see that Skyridge sideline feeling good as the Falcons inside the red zone here with 3 to go. First and 10 for Skyridge. Walker staying in the backfield here. Kalama coming across. Looking back for Tate. Oh, what a grab by Tate Walker down at the 4 as he's able to tippy-toe, keep that ball in play. First and goal inside the 5.
Phenomenal play. Tyson Eggett was sitting there and he's like, he's not going to throw it. I don't think he's going to throw it. And he's like, oh crap, he threw it. Tate Walker coming in there with a beautiful catch, saying it's my senior night, I'll show you what's up.
Boy, the offense getting really creative here. Tate Walker trying to finish it off, and he does. Touchdown, Skyridge.
Man, Tate Walker doing what Tate Walker does. Great play, and there's flags waving. Or not flags, there's arms waving. What's going on? Helmet came off. So it looks like number 72, Viliama Fafita, his helmet came off, so he will not be on the PAT, unfortunately. But what a great job by Tate. I love that they gave him the opportunity to finish off that drive. That was mainly keyed on him.
Point after try, blocked. Boy, good pressure coming right up the middle as Hunter Clegg has had enough of that. Point after blocked, 20-0 your score. Skyridge leading American Fork. You're watching Skyridge and American Fork football only on KSL Sports Rewind.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. 20-0 Skyridge. Look, Skyridge, they were number 1 in the RPI. They lost a corner. Still top 3. I think they might even be 2. They locked down the RPI. You know, we'll find out on Saturday. But they're flexing that muscle, showing, hey, look, we ain't going nowhere.
There's 3 letters I don't believe in, R, P, and I, because you need some human interaction. I'll help them out next year if they need it. But I'm really mad about that PAT. The offensive guard, his helmet came off. You can't have that happen ever.
Well, maybe that's why. Maybe the chin strap got up in the nose and the eye and just threw everything off. Big return here from Hull up to the 30 again. It's been a constant for these AF special teams. Been about the typical starting position for the offense.
About 30, 31.
Yeah. 2.5 to go here. And American Fork still looking for the first points of the game. They missed a 42-yarder just a couple of minutes ago. Moose, what has worked for AF? What do you look for them to try to do here to close out this first half?
Well, Champ is an elite athlete. Let's look to get him warming up his arm to open up passing lanes and open up running lanes for him. Attack the outsides, stay away from Smith Snowden, stay away from Sheffield, and if you do that, I think we can get some things going.
5 wide on first down. This has been the formation they've been in the most. Edwards pressured. He'll tuck it. Turn upfield. Edwards contacted and moving the pile there. Is coming up to make the stop was Mason Anderson, but Edwards able to pick up 12 and a first down.
The thing is, Edwards is just at a different speed than everyone else here. You see his burst and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that but one other player.
Yeah.
And he happens to be playing cornerback on our wide receiver that we're going to put somewhere away from the play.
Edwards, quick throw. Boy, you see Colin Sheffield. That's why he's been so dangerous. Eyes in the backfield. Boy, he jumped on that.
Colin Sheffield, I don't know what he eats for breakfast. It's got to be a combination of Wheaties and just victory because his hands are amazing. He got away with one right there because your state interception leader almost got another one.
Yeah, Colin Sheffield, check his shoes for springs after that play. 2nd and 10. 3-man rush over the middle. And a gain of 6 there on the reception from Hull. He's been the best target tonight for this American Fork offense.
Yeah, great gain right there, which gives you a short third down, which Champion can take the ball, run with it. He can do a short little dump-off pass. You just look for guys to get things.
3rd down, and the crazy thing is you could be giving this ball back to Skyridge with 2 to go. This is an important conversion. Edwards, design draw, has the first down and more as Champ across midfield to the 44-yard line.
You blink and he's in a first down. That preserves 7 points from going the other way. Let's see if you can get 7 points on your own scoreboard to make this 20-7.
Well, that's the amazing thing. You talk about blinking a first down, blinking 7 yards, like that happened so fast.
His burst is unbelievable.
First down, Edwards looking. Oh boy, Jay Stoneman wanted that one. That pass just through his hands.
Woo! My goodness. These defensive backs are elite. They've been teaching Colin Sheffield how to get the ball in his hands, and he has done a great job. But Jace Doman, he doesn't get the fanfare. He is an elite cornerback as well.
Kind of clapped his hands before this play, like, man, I want that one again.
His hands betrayed him.
Yeah, he knows a missed opportunity. 2nd and 10. Pressure coming here from Skyridge. Edwards, little pump fake. Looking, and that pass just in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Will be 3rd and 10. And what do you do here? 1:35 to go.
Well,
do you try a draw here in this 4-down territory, Moose?
I think it's 4 down, but I don't know if I do a draw, to be honest with you. I look for a short pass, probably to the far side, actually, where you've got trips. Short pass right there.
Little screen. That was thrown behind. Kind of had to retreat to get it, and that really didn't allow it to get up the field as quickly as they would have liked. It might have been Nelson on the reception. He just picks up 3.
If I'm Skyridge, I'm calling timeout right now.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't. The scoreboard says both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining, and yeah, Coach Lehman just saying, hey, we'll play the down here.
Well, Lehman's sitting there. He's like, I got to get home to family dinner to talk trash across the table.
4th and 7. American Fork going for it on 4th down, and miscommunication. Pressure got there from Mr. Akana, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs with a minute to go.
Yeah, Jet Nelson, it looked like to be a comeback route, but he did not come back. He kept running.
Yeah.
And it's cool down your Jets. Let's do the right route.
And look, the last drive, Skyridge marched, 56 yards-ish in just over a minute. So they've shown they can move the ball quickly. And they've got 3 timeouts left.
Yeah. 3 timeouts is an eternity for this offense where they like to throw the ball. They like to take their shots. And they'll have an opportunity, sponsored by Little John. Shots.
Look at that. First down. Here's Call. Boy, had Columna right over the middle, but good job on that pass rush as forces Call to kind of get out of the pocket. He'll pick up 4 and a timeout being taken here by Skyridge. Timeout Skyridge. We'll step aside to thank our Skyridge sponsors here on KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Amber Clark, head manager of the Skyridge football team. This is a Lander Falcon. Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet. They read body language and are extremely aware. Let's make 2022 the best season yet. Go Falcons!
Bird Homes is a Utah-founded community builder and a proud sponsor of Skyridge football. Bird Homes not only builds commercial and multifamily buildings, they build and support Utah communities. Bird Homes builds for you. Go Falcons!
Surgical Wound Care Associates is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Skyridge football on KSL Sports Rewind. These skilled providers understand the importance of teamwork in the provision of advanced care therapies across our great state since 2017. Suica takes pride in our community partnerships and appreciates the dedicated teamwork from our partner physician groups, nurses, agencies, hospitals, and facilities who come together to improve the quality of life for our patients and their families. Suica, a sponsor of Skyridge football on KSLSports.com.
So if it's an incomplete pass right here, AF might be able to get the ball back.
Yeah, it's 2nd down, penalty flag here. This, I think, going to be coming back, and it was a loss of 2 on the play. So, boy, you can actually, I don't know, Moose, I think you decline this penalty, set up 3rd and 8.
Call a timeout and might get the ball back for some shots the other way.
By the way, can I just mention, we gave the read for Suica. That is officially the coolest commercial ever. That's a real falcon in that commercial, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was CGI.
No, that's legit.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I'm pumped for him.
I know, right?
Now I'm going to go get some Suica.
Well, you can't really get surgical I mean, you can get surgical care, I guess. Yeah, sure. You need surgery? Go check him out.
My knee is a little bum,
All right. Second and long, they did take the penalty. And nowhere to go for Smith Snowden. Great job there on the coverage there for American Fork.
Smith was chomping at the bit. He's like, I finally got the ball. Let's go. And not much places to go for him right there. This is a big old third down, and they're just going to let the clock tick on down. That might be the end of the half.
Yeah, clock inside of 10. Skyridge does not have to run a play. They'll take a timeout here with 3 seconds left. I do want to clarify one thing. I said they're surgical wound care, so they help with wound care. Anyway, not that.
I got to listen closer to these reads. I got to be honest with you.
My bad.
But now we know about Suica.
We do.
Surgical wound care.
We've got a timeout here taken by Skyridge. We'll stay here. Thanks some of our sponsors. Heidemann & Associates, a full-service law firm with locations throughout the state of Utah, including in Utah County. If you have any legal needs, no one better to take care of you than Heidemann & Associates. To learn more, visit utah.law, or for a free consultation, tell them Rewind sent you when you call 801-754-4240. He'll even talk a little high school football with you because Justin Heidemann loves himself some football.
He is a big Provo Bulldog fan.
Yes, he is.
He always cracks me up whenever we're over there, and he's like, you should be talking about this kid. You should be talking about that kid. I'm like, all right.
He knows him, man. Like, he's on it. He's on it.
If he researches out law like he does Provo football, he might be the best lawyer this side of the Mississippi.
He spends more time on law than he does football. They'll take a knee here. That will expire. And so the first half comes to a close. Skyridge with the 20-0 lead over American Fork in the Region 4 finale. You're watching it live on KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Hey, welcome back. Look, Skyridge trying to take everyone by surprise, took us by surprise. How about the quick little blooper there, trying to catch AF snoozing coming out of the locker room? But no, they took their smelling salts.
Well, it was a really good executed onside kick. It was just 9 yards too far. If you're going to do that type of an onside kick, they've been threatening it this whole time, but they have to kick it just above the 50-yard line, and this one went to about the 41. That gave the opposing team time to react and gives them a great starting field position at their own 41.
Well, look, I actually like it if you're Skyridge. The defense has been literally lights out. I mean, haven't really given up much. The only real opportunity AF had was a field goal, as Mariner there to make the stop, and Edwards on the run is stopped for a loss of 2. It's kind of been the story of the whole first half.
Yeah, Tausili Akana came in there with bad intentions, and he just didn't realize that Edwards had the ball and was going down the field. He could have had a big sack there, but Mariner was there to clean it up after the initial contact.
Set up a second and long here, and really you could argue that Edwards has been the best playmaker today, but Skyridge ready for him on that first down carry. Champ here, stepping up, has some space. Edwards, boy, good vision there, and like the decision to slide, will pick up 9 on the carry.
Well, wise decision there. Younger in his playing days, he would have kept going, trying to fight for yards. Now he's like, let's live to play another day with this short third down.
Set up 3rd and about 4 here for the Cavemen. This first drive of the second half. Edwards giving, kind of rolled through the initial tackle. Skyridge defensively not giving up, stopping for a gain of maybe a half a yard, bring him a 4th and short.
Goodness gracious, Tausili Akana. He's been right there multiple times, almost has the big hit, and you're just like, oh my goodness gracious.
They gained the length of a football. That was it. 4th down, offense staying on the field here for AF.
Yeah, I like this move. putting Smith Snowden as far away from the line of scrimmage as possible.
They'll go to the ground, and it's a first down for American Fork. As, boy, love keeping those legs churning. It's My Segura.
My Segura, he may have gotten the first down. That is close.
Come on, Moose. Ooh. He got it by a good inch, maybe 2.
That's why it's My Segura. Wow. Keeps the drive going, keeps the faithful of these cavemen hearts fluttering, getting that first down.
Edwards looking to throw. Just overthrew his target again, looking there for Jet Nelson.
It was a good look. It was a good placed ball. Jet has to get that ball. But solid effort, and it's a good thought process. What I want to see is I like the number 80, and that number belongs to Josh Andrus. He's been impressive every time I've seen them play. Little bit undersized at just 6'4", 220, but he's a phenomenal tight end for these cavemen.
And they've looked for him in this game, but you talk about a talented linebacking group, and we talk about Smith Snowden taking away a Roberts. This linebacking core can line up against an Andrus, and I don't know how many opportunities you have there, as the penalty here will back up American Fork.
Well, here's the difficult thing. Sheffield takes away whoever he's on. Smith Snowden takes away whoever he's on. Doman takes away whoever he's on. You don't have many people to throw to at this point, Dane.
Moose, when you think of this defense, where does this defense rank for you amongst defenses in the last 5 years?
The last 5 years? Lone Peaks has had a couple good defenses. Corners had a couple good defenses. It's a top 10 defense for sure.
That one intercepted. And the ball was overthrown, and it went right to Skyridge.
And that right there is why. They take away the ball. It doesn't matter who it is. This time it was number 25.
29,
Brady Beers.
The 23rd interception of the year for Skyridge.
So they're averaging well over 2 interceptions a game.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely redonkulous. If you told me you'd get 1 interception a game, I'd
be
like,
thrilled.
You've got a heck of a team. Yeah. Now you're like, you're getting 2?
Here's the thing. You tell me if this statement's fair.
Okay.
I think some of the past defense, you talk about Lone Peak, right? They were phenomenal in pressure. I think this defense is just technically sound. And I don't mean that to be like a criticism, but they don't bring a lot of ornate blitzes. They don't have a lot of great packages. Like, we're just going to line up and beat you position for position. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, they just have the dudes. All these guys, it's a hodgepodge of human beings that have come from all over the country to be a part of this Skyridge team.
2nd and 1 after the carry. Kalama with the reception. First down for Skyridge. And La'a has not had a big night tonight for this offense. They haven't needed him to, but he's made timely plays like that.
Well, the nice thing with La'a is he's going to deceive you. He'll come in motion. He'll do all these things to get you where you ought not be.
Tate Walker, the hole was clogged, tried to bounce outside, and that's where the rest of that Cavemen defense was, including Evan Agor. We talked about him in the open.
The nice thing about this American Fork team, they've had so many NFL guys. They've had so many great people come through here, like a Riker Matthews, the best-looking team guy I've ever played with at BYU.
Oh, wide open down the sideline, just through the fingertips. Oh, what a ball by Call. And, boy, Jackson Andrus just missed it.
So sometimes the receivers, they're like, the sun was in my eyes. They're like, this happened. He's got to look at his hands and be like, why did you deceive me? Goodness gracious, catch the ball, young man.
I was looking around for the moon or the North Star or something, but that's one Jackson would love to have back, I'm sure. 3rd down. Got to get to the 28 for the first down. Boy, had him down the sideline. Instead, we'll stay underneath. Davis with the reception, out of play at about the 33. That's a gain for 5, be 4th and 5 here for Skyridge.
Man, Hunter Clegg could have made an amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat with the amount of holding calls that have been missed today. Holy Hannah. The fine line in twinings that would be going on. because he's been held on just about every play, if not once, twice.
4th and 5 here for Skyridge, and the offense going to go for it here. Watch for the hard count or the hard clap. Instead, we'll get a timeout here taken by the Falcons. We'll take a moment here, and hey, I want to thank, we've talked about our sponsors. How about the unofficial sponsor of the game, Dirty Dough, hooking us up with cookies?
Don't get me too excited about this. I've been talking for a minute now. I said it gets chippy down there. It gets crumbly down there. It gets Tostitos down there. And now it's just downright dirty. And Bennett Maxwell from Dirty Dough came in and he said, let's hook you up with some cookies. If you're following us on Twitter, I tweeted it out because I am pumped. My sweet tooth is satiated.
Yeah, I dove into one of those bad boys at half.
There were multiple cookies missing from that box.
Hey, 1.5. I had to try it, right? It brought us a full dozen.
What'd you think?
Delightful.
Oh, man.
Phenomenal.
I'm on a sugar high. I'm talking a little faster and a little better, but that's all right.
I'm not going to sleep tonight. It's too late. That's on me. 4th and 5 here for Skyridge.
Might just declare the winner of the Cookie Wars tonight.
Yeah, it might. Oh, they set up that little screen and looking to dial one up. Knocked away, and penalty flags here coming. Great form from the back judge on that throw as that was knocked away. And we'll have a first down here off penalty.
From here, it looks like he actually had good coverage.
I thought it was pretty good, but you had multiple officials there right on it. We're from the far side of the field. It's always hard to see exactly how much contact there is there.
I don't know if that ref's glasses are clean. I don't know what's going on, but I thought it was good coverage. His head was around. It was textbook.
It was hard for me to see that because it is the far side of the field. They were certainly locked up. I thought maybe he got there a little bit early. Multiple officials had the call. I have no problem being like, they're 10 yards away. I'm 90, but, you know.
We're going to go a little good cop, bad cop.
All right.
That was a horrible call.
Dane's the good cop. Moose is the bad cop.
Oh, my gosh. 4th down. Gambling be darned. You rolled the dice, and it was not a 7 right there.
Look, I have no problem going for it. Worst case, like it's incomplete and you get the ball at the 30.
Yeah, that's a big field to get around.
Yeah. They'll go on the ground here. And not much AF attuned to it. Hunter Clegg there to make the stop.
Super wise to quickly run that so they don't review that in film. No challenge flags thrown today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear from New York on that one, whether or not there was an official review.
All of our millions and millions of fans tuning in, there are a few in New York.
2nd and 9 here. Here's call. Ball out quickly, caught, and out of play is on the reception. There was Kyle Valdez.
Aiden Cage just helping him out of bounds, saying, I'm sick of you. Stop catching short passes so I can play the ball.
3rd and 4 here for Skyridge.
So they're well within field goal range. There's a lot of good momentum, but they're taking their time on each and every snap. Must be driving the brother-in-law on the other sideline crazy, watching the clock bleed down little by little.
They'll stay on the ground. Going to be close to the first down, but I think just a yard shy as it was Carter Sheffield. That is the junior with the carry. And going to be just short. Yeah, 4th and 1. Offense on the field here. And whistles, I think a timeout being taken.
Looks like a flag, illegal motion.
Look, they're trying to get up to the line quickly and ends up biting them there.
Every kicker gets stoked when they see that call in this situation. They say, finally, my time to shine. And we get to see a good one in number 36, Ian Kessler, the senior. 5'8", 140 pounds. We got to get him to a hometown buffet or get him some Dirty Dough cookies ASAP.
This from 32. is good. 23-0. Skyridge leading American Fork. You're watching Skyridge football on KSL Sports Rewind.
I'm Amber Clark, head manager of the Skyridge football team. This is Atlanta Falcon. Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet. They read body language and are extremely aware. Let's make 2022 the best season yet. Go Falcons!
Bird Homes is a Utah-founded community builder and a proud sponsor of Skyridge football. Bird Homes not only builds commercial and multifamily buildings, they build and support Utah communities. Bird Homes builds for you. Go Falcons!
Welcome back here to Skyridge football. Want to thank Bird and Suica for their sponsorship of Skyridge football here in a KSL Sports Rewind shared network game here. American Fork football and Skyridge football been available all year long. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage here of Region 4 as these two squaring off, and Skyridge really holding the upper hand and have really been dominant on both sides. As you see there, they gave a little bit of a look, and we're going to get penalty flags here as they came across the 40.
Stop doing that crap. Seriously, it's just annoying at this point.
It's one of the things that there are a lot of coaches that have done the run up to the line. I'm always like, I feel like you're just playing with fire in that.
Well, now you sacrifice 5 yards. They're going to get the ball on at least the 35, which happy day if you're a Cavemen fan. But it gives you a better return because this kid's not going to kick it into the end zone from that portion. The other thing I hate more than anything is when you're doing the PAT and the whole line aligns on the outside of the hashes.
That one, I don't get that one either.
It's just bleeding the clock, and it's Fugazi. I don't like it.
Bit of a line drive kick off the bounce. Oh, Moose, you have little faith. You said not going to reach the end zone. It does. Touchback here for American Fork.
Well, this young man must be a Notre Dame fan, loving the Irish. He had a little bit of the luck of the Irish right there.
Look, here's the thing, man. It's the ultimate skill. You got to kick the ball so it hits that down spot on the crown, and it gets a little extra oomph behind it to roll in. Come on, Moose.
Yeah, the way he kicked that ball, he hasn't driven it like that the whole game. He was putting hopes and prayers in his foot right there. But it worked out.
It worked, yeah.
So
AF starting at their own 20.
Let's see what Champion Edwards can do here.
The Cavemen have not been shut out this year. In fact, the fewest points they've scored in a game is 10. That was against Bingham. As they run into the teeth of that defense, a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Bingham's making a little bit of a comeback. It's been fun to watch Bingham. Eric Jones down there. He's done a great job.
He's done a great job. I didn't quite know what to expect from Bingham this year with the change there and new offense. And, could you keep that culture there? Obviously, they were returning some guys, but Region 3's been strong the last couple of years. And, man, Bingham's been impressive.
Yeah, Freddie Fernandez coming down, too.
Yeah.
That's a big help.
Second down here. Staying on the ground, Edwards with the carry. He's around the 30, and he shows his elusiveness up to the 37, 38. First down, Cavemen.
Saxton Higbee. What I liked about Champ right there, he gave it a little step, cha-cha-cha, and Saxton said, oh, no, not step, cha-cha-cha. I'm going to go wah while you run bye.
Little tango there for Champ. They say it takes 2 to tango. Nay. Oh. Champ Edwards can do it on his own.
Man, just blowing our minds, Champion. Let's see if we can get you across the goal line, though.
First down, Edwards on the give. Again, not much there. Just the story of the game. And look, credit AF. They've continued to really try to run the football against a very difficult run defense.
I feel like their run game has been a lot better with Rafe Mon in here, helping out this offensive line, doing all those good things. They've had great offensive linemen come through. Like I said, Riker Matthews, absolute stud of a human being. But we're going to see what they do here and if they can get anything going because they've been mainly playing on their half of the field tonight.
2nd and 9. Again, the one drive that crossed the 50 had a 42-yard field goal, missed it wide. Is again not much there. It just continues to be tough sledding up front.
Man.
It makes you wonder, how did Lone Peak get to 30, and how did Corner get to 21? Because you see this, it's like, man, they're just that staunch of a unit.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it. I was even at the Lone Peak Skyridge game, and the fact it was 30-10 at one point, I was like, woo!
A lot of field goals. A lot of field goals.
It was great field goals.
Yeah, it was Moose's dream. Pressure coming here from Skyridge. Boy, that's a good throw, right on target. Skyridge trying to keep them short, and I think they got it. Boy, third, fourth effort. The far side official has them. Near side does too. First down AF.
Man, that fight was in about the size of a phone booth. Trying to get your guy past the other guy. You don't have a bush push. You've got a caveman thwomp right there.
Oh, what? It's not the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog, and that was...
You know what? People say that, but I've seen some big human beings that I would not fare well in a fight with.
Fair. Rocky would disagree, but you know.
He can disagree all he wants.
He can, yeah. And you see the pressure there. Boy, that's a big rush by Akana, and Champ's just trying to live for another down. Forces that overthrow.
Champ is a smart player. He's been in a plethora of offenses. He's gone, and he's seen it all from Las Vegas to Salt Lake to Draper, now to American Fork. He's an absolute great player, but sometimes it seems like everyone isn't on the same page. They will be when playoffs comes around, though. Well, mark my words.
The hard thing is, if you're looking for timing, there is no timing on that play because Akana blows it up with how quickness he gets in the backfield. Second down. Edwards still with it, and he'll pick up 6 yards on the take. Nice job, able to shed some would-be tacklers in the backfield.
Tausili Akana just has some small schools going after him. In USC, Texas, Oklahoma, Michigan, Oregon.
I haven't heard of like half of those schools.
I know. You have to be going into the deep dives of college football to understand those schools. But he has getting those great schools going.
3rd and 4. Skyridge students making a little bit of noise on senior night. Nowhere to go, as it was the big man, Ian Mariner. Once again, the junior coming up with the stop. 4th down.
He has a nice little celebration. Not doing side bumps, just the not here, not today. But American Fork, they're starting to go for it. Timeout for Skyridge.
Yeah, Skyridge's going to take a timeout here. Probably a good call as Coach Lehman recognizing, hey, we don't want to give them a lot of life. We'll stay here. Want to thank our sponsors of Skyridge football. As Rewind's been with you all year long, Surgical Wound Care Associates is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Skyridge football. These skilled providers understand the importance of teamwork in the provision of advanced care therapies across our great state since 2017. Suica takes pride in our community partnerships and appreciates the dedicated teamwork from our partner physician groups, nurses, agencies, hospitals, and facilities who come together to improve the quality of life for our patients and their families. Suica, a proud sponsor of Skyridge football on KSLSports.com. Also want to thank Heidemann and Associates. If you have any legal needs, the experts at Heidemann and Associates can take care of you. For a free consultation, just tell them Rewind sent you when you call 801-754-4240. 4th down here for American Fork offense on the field.
Definitely wrong song choice right now with the song from White Chicks and Vanessa Carlton.
Champ on the keep. Champ won't get it. And it might have been Mariner again. That man has been fishing all night for tackles, and he has had a good catch.
Ian Mariner absolutely dominant.
See what I did there?
What?
The Mariner reference. Fishing all night, good catch.
I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good catch, Mariners. I got you. I don't know why we have Vanessa Carlton down here going on. We need new songs going. Ugh.
I can't help you with that.
I can't either.
Turnover on down. Skyridge starting their own 44. Call. Looking as a man just overthrew him. Boy, that's a little in and out route up the field from Dolman. Just missed him by a yard.
Call has grown before our eyes. We saw him at Timpview initially, and we're like, who is this? And now we're like, It's Trent Call, the independent, coming out, slinging the rock around, and he does a great job.
Said in and out, more like a post corner, but you know, you knew what I was going. Second and 10. Just over 4 to go here in our third quarter. Been all Falcons tonight. Call looking silent, has a man wide open, just overthrew Jackson Andrus, incomplete. By the way, fully aware that Mariners are not all Fishers, but you know, give us a little break here, huh? It's a 23-0 game, right?
I love it. It's always fun to see all of our fans come in. We have such great fans, from Riker Matthews to our families and to the millions and millions of people, but this is a great game, and Region 4 is always tough.
Yeah. Third down, motion from Kalama. Kalama in the flat, Call stepping up, running out of time, and he's going to go down. Hunter Clegg ran about 70 yards. He was far side, then come near side on the recovery and able to sack Call, and it will be fourth down.
So Hunter Clegg, Stanford's going to have a tough time keeping his commitment. The kid's an absolute dog. He's blocked a punt today. He's been held 96 times, and he's doing everything he can to try to throw this team on his back, but he's one of the elite players in this state.
It's tough to fend off Idaho, let's be honest. Good punt here. And, boy, that's a good decision there by Hull. Knew he didn't have a good read on it with how far up he had to come. Skyridge rolled down to the 24. I say that facetiously. Hunter Call has much better opportunities than Idaho. Every time I get the chance now, I got to have a little Vandal pride.
Well, before the game, we saw Preston Hadley here, who's the defensive line coach for BYU.
Yeah.
We saw Gennaro Guilford coming to check out Smith Snowden and Hunter Clegg saying, hey, you don't have to go out of state. We've got smart people at BYU. You've got Utah, has his brother on the team there. And so there's a lot of things going on for Hunter Clegg where if Stanford doesn't turn things around, he might change his tune.
And did I see that he visited USC? Or am I getting that confused?
Davis Andrews did.
Okay, all right, my bad.
But he might have as well.
First down for American Fork. This drive starting at their own 24-yard line. They start on the ground, and there's just not much there once again.
Here's one of the interesting things about Stanford. They've had one graduate student in the last 15 years. So at the age of the transfer portal, they don't allow transfer portal guys to come into Stanford. You have to start in the summer or in the fall and go 4 years consecutively. So when Taysom Hill came home from his mission, he wanted to go to Stanford, but they wouldn't let him come in halfway through the year.
Wow.
So that's why he decided to go to BYU. Stanford has all sorts of crazy rules, as Lance Anderson will tell you.
That's thrown into the flat, caught. Nice reception being made there by Jet Nelson. Pickup of about 5, be a third down. Crazy rules.
Yeah. Stanford, you also have to be taking AP classes to go there.
Yeah.
Have 3 years of language.
It's a commitment. Like, you got to kind of know freshman, sophomore year, like, this is my plan to get to Stanford. It's not senior year, had a good year, he's going to go be a Cardinal.
No, but the other thing is they don't believe in red shirts. That's why we have Gabe Reed and Houston Hamuli at BYU and Utah respectively, because you don't have a 5th year at Stanford if you redshirt.
Design run for Edwards, bounces into that line and stood up after a gain of 3. Of course they don't believe in the red shirts. Their colors are Cardinal. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Got to be clear, right?
And they have the best dang band in the land.
That's what they say. They've got a weird mascot, though. 4th and 2 here for American Fork.
Little did you guys know you were going to get a lesson about Stanford on this broadcast.
Amen.
All presented by Hunter Clegg and Hunter Clegg and Associates.
It does sound like a law firm, doesn't it? Hunter Clegg and Associates.
Soon.
4th and 2. American Fork going to go for it. Edwards, designed run. Edwards, short. Doesn't get it once again. That Skyridge defense making the stop, and this time it's the senior, Colin Sheffield.
Edwards was stretching the ball out. He's like, come on, give me that yard, and I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Wow.
It's always interesting seeing the faces and the coaches here. You've got Reno Mahe, the former running back coach at BYU. I coached with him a couple years, and he was at the bottom of your screen just barely. But great 4th down stance. Skyridge is just flexing their muscles here. They're saying, we're from all over, and we're here to bring it to you, Cavemen.
Skyridge taking over at the 33 of American Fork. Call. Boy, that's a threaded pass right there. Good job as it takes it inside the 20, be first and 10 in the red zone from Kalama. And look, you have a linebacker crashing down, a corner on the top. Like, good ball there from Trent Call.
Yeah, Trent Call, he's getting better and better. I was worried because American Fork, when they lost their quarterback, Maddox Mad Dog Madsen, they were like, hey, who's going to be the next heir apparent? They tried out 3 or 4 quarterbacks till Champion Edwards came and took it. Next year, there's not a question with Trent Call.
Final minute of the third. Tate Walker turning upfield, has it to the 13-yard line, a gain of 4 there for Tate.
Wow. My goodness, I know we talk about Hunter Clegg a lot, but we just saw an offensive lineman go flying. His favorite song must be Let the Bodies Hit the Floor because bodies are flying all over. He is mad as a bull running after a matador right now, seeing red, saying, stop holding me, let me get to the quarterback. That's what I do.
Second down. We've not seen a lot of penalties tonight.
I like these refs.
Yeah. Oh, how about direct snap to Kalama? Oh, good tackle there. Kalama was trying to get to that edge, and it was Aiden Cage coming up to upend him.
Aiden Cage is an impressive player. He's really fun to watch, but Kalama, just a kid, you got to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for these tackles going against Clegg all night. The sophomore is having a tough night, and he's been doing a good job holding.
Yeah, tried the hard clap there. And we will get
timeout.
Whistles here, timeout being taken. No, end of the quarter. My bad. Third quarter's expired, 23-0. Skyridge leading American Fork.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
I'm Amber Clark, head manager of the Skyridge football team. This is American Falcon. Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet. They read body language and are extremely aware. Let's make 2022 the best season yet. Go Falcons!
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Third down here for Skyridge. Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham with you. Moose, been an impressive night tonight from the Falcons on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, the defense, when you see the donut on the scoreboard, you know the defense showed up to play. And when you see 23 points, you know the offense has been doing quite a good job as well. The only thing we need to work on is special teams and getting those onside kicks correctly placed.
Well, they made a field goal on special teams, you know. It's not bad.
Dude, just like the Barnum and Bailey show for me on special teams, it's never enough.
I see what you did there.
The Greatest Showman is what that show's called.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping you were going to sing it, though.
Never enough.
There we go. Third down. Call. Boy, he's got a man wide open in the end zone and overthrew him. Was that Smith Snowden?
Oh.
Nope. It was Josh Davis. Numbers. Man had Davis wide open.
Yeah, you just missed a 6'4" human being. Trent Call. We're not going to be overly critical, but come on, man.
Trent was coming back. His head was tilted up to the sky. He knows he missed his man on that third down play.
In the immortal words of Dusty Lister, he'd want that one back.
Dusty's saying that right now in the Red Zone studio. One Trent Call would like to have back. It'll set up a 30-yard field goal And it's going to be 4th and 1. So, hey, I think we're going to get offense going for it here. You talk about special teams. A special team miscue by the field goal block. We'll move it 5 yards, 4th and 1, and Skyridge getting ready to send the offense out.
Well, it looks like he might be able to get that one back, like Dusty says.
He might get that one back. And you know what I love? The moment that happened, everybody on the bench, like, offense go out. All the special team units looking over, like, offense come out. Like, everyone's like, we're going for this.
That is the most defeated kicker I've ever seen coming off the field.
He was the only one who wasn't like, offense, come on.
You're not even giving me a chance, Coach. Come on, man.
Look, if all works right for Skyridge, you'll get a PAT here in just a moment. AF going to try to prevent
It's not the same, Dane. It's just not the same.
I'm sorry, Moose.
No one celebrates a PAT like I do, but...
Walker with the give. He'll pick up the first, gain of 2 for Tate.
Oh, goodness. Tate Walker, good first down. Update, upset alert, 28-21, Corner Canyon, Pleasant Grove.
Wow. How about the Vikings? Look, PG last week took on Skyridge, lost 42-0. I did not expect a very competitive game. Good on PG. 1st and goal. Kept by Call. He gets it back. Touchdown, Tate. Touchdown, Trent.
So, Trent Call, happy he got that one back because he turned that into 6. This game has been flying by, Dane, just going back and forth. But hopefully American Fork can get something going, literally anything.
Point after here for the Falcons. The kick is up. Someone go give that kicker a hug. Celebrate like it was worth 3. It was only worth 1. 30-0. Skyridge leading American Fork.
Head manager of the Skyridge football team. This is Atlanta Falcon. Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet. They read body language and are extremely aware. Let's make 2022 the best season yet. Go Falcons!
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. Did you see that point after?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Man, beautiful.
Got under the ball, horrible rotation, but we're still celebrating it.
It doesn't matter how it looks, Moose.
In my eyes, it does. We're giving them a half a style point.
That's because you're a perfectionist. Kickoff here from the Falcons, fielded at the 2. It's been Jace Hull once again, and he's going to be shy of his average return, only to the 26 here.
Only to the 26.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you're just like, only to the 26. Good return, good opportunity. And you might see a lot of substitution going on now, being senior night and everything. Different guys coming in. Dane said coming into this game, what was your score prediction, Dane?
I said 34-20.
That score makes me so mad on so many levels because he wouldn't admit that there were 4 field goals going on. He was rooting against the kickers. I said 35-21.
You don't know that. I might have been rooting for 2 field goals, Moose.
Oh,
here's Edwards stepping up. And taken down behind the line.
Absolutely nowhere to go. The one thing about this Skyridge team, it's been hard all year because I've wanted to feature all these guys, but they do such a great team effort that you're like, you can't single any one of them out. You're just like, they're all pretty gosh darn good.
2nd and long. Pressure coming. Edwards. Whoa. That caught. Whoa. Man, nice stick-to-itiveness there. Is that Aiden Cage? It is.
Man, he's been listening to Sierra lately, getting that 1-2 step in. And we said, let me see that 1-2 step, and he almost got him a first down.
You ready for, man, this is nuts. Our research department right now is actively looking through archive after archive the last time American Fork was shut out. You want to take a guess?
I'm going to guess 2009.
Ooh, that's not bad. 2012, Bingham, the last team to shut out American Fork all the way back in 2012. Been 10 years since the Cavemen have been shut out.
Do you know why they got shut out in 2012?
I'm going to guess the officials.
No, because Riker Matthews wasn't on that team. 2011, he left.
That had to be it. Has to be it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Fourth down. AF able to pick it up here and move the sticks.
Yeah. It was really funny. I remember playing the Cavemen when I was in high school. They're a Riley bunch. They had Chase Hansen at quarterback, Riker Matthews at left tackle. They had a lot of great players.
It's been a great program with a lot of potent offense for, gosh, I mean, obviously, quite
decades.
A while. Yeah.
Since the formation at the beginning of time.
Trey Roberts had it knocked away. Sheffield, they're in coverage.
Of course it's Sheffield. Just the best coverage linebacker in the country.
That's it. No big deal.
Can you name one better?
No.
I can't either. So he must be the best in the country.
Must be.
That's how we test things out. Is he the best in the state? Probably the best in the country.
Second down. Little screen. Hole.
Oh.
Man, just gets hit hard, and now a late flag going to come out in here. Going to have, I think, helmet to helmet.
I don't know. Mason Anderson on that one, the senior. Just hit him too gosh darn hard. Come on, ref.
Personal foul there.
Yeah, it may have been helmet to helmet. I can't even defend that one. I'm going to be honest with you, Dane. I'm trying to get on the ref's case, but tonight they're doing a gosh darn good job.
Tell you, you know the end is near when Moose is crediting officials.
Oh, man. Little do you know, everyone, check your food supply.
This is not the Moose Bingham I know.
Oh.
AF across midfield. Have a first down.
Oh.
Tried to get that over to the tailback. Segura.
It's a good play in basketball where you can bounce the ball off the ground. Not in football, though. Yeah, it's been an unusual night. We've talked about art and good ref calling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it's an odd way to end a regular season, Moose.
Very odd.
Yeah, I don't know how this sets us up for playoffs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
You're going to talk about playoffs?
Sure am. 2nd and 10 here. Roberts. This might be his first reception of the night. Trey trying to work through would-be tacklers. Brought down, but they'll maybe calling his progress after a gain of 4.
That's the one thing about being a wide receiver that I feel like would be difficult. You're fighting for yards, and then the offensive line comes and thinks they're helping you out, but they're just putting a face mask in your back, and you're like, please don't help me next time.
After week 9, American Fork was 3rd in the RPI. Skyridge was 2. So both these teams set up to have first-round buys in the 6A state tournament. Of course, brackets will be released Saturday. Can't wait to see how those matchups shake out, as Akana here going to be called for the pass interference. I think he got there early on the contact on Hull.
Hunter Michaelis came in, and he's like, finally, I've been waiting all game for that. Just give me the flag. And Hunter Clegg is sitting there with huge envy, saying, I wish I could get one flag tonight. Just one, for the love of Pete.
You know, the interesting thing, Bingham's kind of lurking at 4 in that RPI. This is how big this game is. AF, you know, score doesn't matter. Differential doesn't matter. It's wins and losses that do. Looking like AF's going to come up short tonight. Do they hold in a 3rd position? Do they drop to 4? Would Skyridge get enough beating the number 3 team to jump corner who's at 1? Like, there's a lot that could really shake in those top 3 pending outcomes tonight. Corner last check was leading PG by 7 in the second half. So it'll be interesting when brackets come out to see how this kind of shakes out.
If Skyridge hops corner after getting beat by them, I'm going to be getting in a fight with 3 letters, RP and I. My goodness. Dane just shrugs coyly, saying, who knows? I think he knows something. Are you influencing those 3 awful letters?
I'm not. But when you turn it over to math, as they look for Roberts, that overthrown, when you turn it over to math, it head-to-head does not matter because it's a calculation of an entirety, and that very quickly can be overridden. It's just what it is.
No. Math does not count.
It's just how it works.
I got to get off my ath and do some math.
Yes.
Like Jack Black says
yes.
in School of Rock.
Yes. 3rd and 12. I'm glad you finally see it my way, Moose. Edwards stepping up. Boy, had a man deep over the middle, but couldn't get there, and now he's in full retreat. Has to run out of bounds, a loss of 5. It'll be 4th and 17.
He just couldn't get his feet set.
Yeah.
He made the right choice by not throwing that and protecting the ball, but it's difficult to be running to the side, quickly setting your feet, and throwing up a prayer.
And that's the problem with this Skyridge D. Look, if their secondary can cover for 3 seconds, their front is going to get there. And then your quarterback's on the run. You don't have that. You don't have your footing under you. You aren't square. Like, it just throws everything off.
Sometimes you don't even need 3 seconds.
No.
Coming through the middle, coming up the edges. It's coming everywhere.
4th and 17 for the Cavemen. Roberts has some work to do, won't do it. Anderson makes sure of that. Picks up 12, but is 5 yards short, and the Cavemen will turn it over on downs.
Well, 12 is good, and Mason Anderson did a better job tackling that time, putting his helmet right into the shoulder pad where it ought to be. An impressive little drive there by both teams, but comes up with a donut of points.
So it'll be Skyridge football at the 23. And I'll clarify this. The separation in the RPI, I don't know that it's likely that Skyridge hops corner if corner gets a win tonight. If corner loses tonight.
That's a big if.
It's a one-possession game, last check.
Yep. Let's check our great resource in James Johnson.
First down, Skyridge starting on the ground. Contact right near the line. Able to surge ahead, gain of 3.
So James coming in and saying that there's a lot more penalties in that game. So that warms my heart, knowing that the refs are throwing flags somewhere. Me and Hunter Clegg are on the same team right now, just praying for a holding penalty. Just one.
Well, we still got 6:50. 2nd down. Contact behind the line. Good pressure there by American Fork defensively. It might have been Dylan Skoy, the senior, coming in to make the stop.
If you look, Hunter Clegg got his jersey just fixed right there because it's getting tattered and torn. The equipment manager's getting frustrated now that the jerseys are getting stretched out.
So like the wind for the AF equipment staff after tonight. It's a reference to plethora. We'll continue that.
All
3rd
right.
down. Oh, caught. Well, I thought that ball might have been led just a touch too much, but a nice reception being made there by Andrus. 1st down.
Great game by Andrus.
Moves it up to the 35. That reference is to the great movie The Three Amigos.
All 3 of them.
Have you never seen Three Amigos?
Who's Steve Martin?
Okay, so you have.
Yeah,
good, all right. You mentioned plethora earlier. I thought you'd appreciate the "so" line there.
No, I just read Shakespeare.
While you're looking at all the pretty art. 1st and 10. Kept here by call. He'll pick up 2. Maybe just 1, actually.
I am a Renaissance man, little do you know.
Yeah.
Not just movie references like The Three Amigos, but The Three Amigos came out about the time I was born. I have seen it.
Wow.
But it's been a minute. And much to the chagrin of everyone up here, that comment. All right, good to know.
I knew you were young. I covered you in high school, but dang, Moose.
Well, now I got to look it up.
2nd and 9. Motion into a bunch. Call, evading, looking, eyes downfield, running out of time. Just has to step out. Loss of 6 here on the play. Good pressure and good coverage downfield by that American Fork defense.
They are right on the cusp. of doing so many good things, and it's fun to see. Oh, wow. Three Amigos came out in 1986. I was born in 91. The fact that I've seen that movie is actually impressive.
Moon peering over the mountains here in Lehigh. Nice sight.
Moon's peering. The only yellow thing I want to see is a hold on Hunter Clegg.
This is the only time Moose will ever advocate for a flag call. Had Clegg bearing down on him, able to get it away. The tackle made immediately there by Waki Fulilongi. And no gain, in fact, a loss on the play, bring up fourth down.
I can't believe I'm pulling for a flag.
I am so shocked. I don't think people really understand how surprised I am.
It's just been that egregious. I feel like the refs got with the tackle, and they're like, we'll help you out, buddy, tonight. That's very facetious, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa.
You know, so many times you hear the saying, let them play, ref, let them. They've let them play tonight. And because the other side of that is, look, with how aggressive Skyridge's defense is, we haven't seen a lot of holds on the AF line. No. And I'm not saying that I've seen it play after play after play, but they've really hey, look, guys, we're going to let you kind of battle the line of scrimmage tonight.
It seems like Skyridge can do nothing wrong. That punt probably should have gotten blocked, and it should have landed and probably bounced back. But all the things that happened to him, lands on the 50 and it bounced to basically the 30. Must be nice. They've been paying extra tithing these last few bits.
How about this? I mean, it's pretty impressive when you look at the year here for Skyridge. There's a timeout going to be taken here by the Falcons. We want to thank our sponsors. We'll take a quick break and be back after this.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Bird Homes is a Utah-founded community builder and a proud sponsor of Skyridge football. Bird Homes not only builds commercial and multifamily buildings, they build and support Utah communities. Bird Homes builds for you. Go Falcons.
Moose, we talked about how good this defense was as you see that Moon just coming into play now. They only allowed 7 points in the first 3 weeks of the year. A shutout last week, pitching a shutout tonight. They're going to try to keep that in order. As boy, man was lost down the sideline on the wheel route, was whole and just overthrown.
Sometimes everything goes your way and your colors are orange and white. Sometimes nothing goes your way and your colors are red and white.
Yeah. Been that kind of a night. And again, we talked about these are 2 top 3 teams in the RPI. And look, AF, we've seen them a couple times now. This is not what we've seen from them in previous games. Speaks to the quality of Skyridge. But look, this is still a force that I think is going to be a tough out in the playoffs. As Edwards here, pressure from behind by Akana and taken down.
That was a Tom Brady sack. Right,
I was going to say I was waiting for the NFL flag to come out on that one.
Oh man, just got an update of the score at Corner Canyon Pleasant Grove for all you fans out there, hoping that Skyridge can get a share of this region championship. Alas, it looks not to be, with 38-21 in Corner Canyon's favor. Which another field goal by a care team.
How about that, huh?
Goodness.
The offense just not as dynamic as it used to be.
Preston Rasmussen getting his kicks in.
That deflected the line of scrimmage. I want to clarify for fans, that's a facetious comment. They have no problem scoring points. I just, I
don't know. Pleasant Grove's been giving it to them.
Look, that PG team started off so well. Then they got stuck with a few key injuries, Staffieri and others. If they're getting healthy, that is a team that they can score points on teams. Like we saw it early in the year.
They're a good team. I like what Walking Horse has done.
Yes.
And anytime you go to Region 4, it's
brutal. Boy, yep. Doman with the block, and Doman will take in the punt deflection for the touchdown. Touchdown, Skyridge.
Wow, Skyridge just has literally everything going for him tonight. Happy day for Skyridge, and phenomenal job by Doman. the son of Brandon Doman, the decent quarterback from BYU.
We talked about how close Dolman has been on a couple of punts, Moose. And that time, the high snap delays that kick, allows the speed of Dolman off the edge, blocked, picks it up, touchdown.
The one thing that you get so hyped, you get that adrenaline rush by blocking the kick, but my goodness gracious, it's got to hurt the next day. You've got bruises and you're like, this bruise, worth it. This bruise, not so much.
This bruise was worth 7 points if this is good. And it is 37-0 Skyridge leading American Fork.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. 37-0 after the Jace Dolman punt, block, and scoop and score. 3:19 to go. Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham with you.
Well, Skyridge comes out with 10 guys. Very generous of them to go out with 10 guys. And the 11th just ran out 41.
All right. I was like,
it's really hard to count to 5. You have to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would do that on field goals. Sometimes I'd be missing a shield. Find the guy, grab his face mask, and tell him what he ought to do.
Notice no running up to the kick line there by Skyridge. Is this into the end zone for the touchback?
So that was returnable. Catch the ball, go upfield. Don't just nonchalantly let it go into the end zone.
I actually like letting that go. Good job, Jace. Here's my thing.
No.
If I can get a return with momentum going forward, I'm all about it. But I'm not going to catch the ball in a retreat mode and then have to turn up. You're going to sacrifice at least 3 yards.
You got to make something happen, though.
That's not going to make something happen. It's going to give you worse field position.
Oh, not for him.
All right, Dane and Moose are about to lay down here. It's about to get little dirty dough up here, right?
It's about to get dirty and doughy.
Yeah.
I'm about to get another cookie and put it in my face.
Right in the face. 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Running clock here in the second half. That caught. Able to make one man miss. Good movement here as Jet Nelson turning on the Jets up to midfield, out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Best play tonight offensively for the Cavemen.
So this is the one thing you got to do. If your starters are taking their pads off, calling it a game, your underclassmen better be doing something good. Looks like they had a twisted ankle. Literally broke his ankles on that play.
You've pitched a shutout for 46 minutes. And defenses take a lot of pride in that. We'll see if this group can lock it down here for the Falcons. Edwards, again, throwing that far side. Oh, and that was dropped. Did not make a football move. I don't know if that's a high school rule or not, but had it initially and deflected, knocked out.
I'm going to say it is, but
I'll talk with a certain official afterwards. Get his feel.
Let's be honest. The back judge has done a great job. Whoever's watching the side with Hunter Clegg has done a horrendous job tonight.
I think the back judge, the one flag he threw, again, beautiful motion. That arm came right over the top. Flag flew gracefully through the air as that pass deflected by, I think that was Selu, the junior linebacker for Skyridge.
All I know, if Sheffield was in there, that would have been a pick 6.
Probably, yeah.
Sheffield's mad about that. He's like, put me back in, coach. I got to keep my average interception stats up.
Yeah, Skyridge with just the one tonight. That's gonna hurt.
Killing their average.
Killing the average. Did have the forced fumble and the punt block, and multiple turnovers on downs. The defense has done more than their fair share of generating possessions. This over the middle, no one there. Incomplete. Will bring up 4th and 10. Moose, what's the thing that stood out to you most tonight?
What stood out to me most is the dominance of defense. I mean, it's really nice to have an offensive coordinator in Justin Hem where you can just focus on the defense, and they've done a great job with that at Skyridge. They've got the talent. They can make a deep run with Call now that he has the ability.
That caught No, incomplete, saying he bobbled it, and Skyridge will take over on downs here, just over a minute to go. That's the scary thing. This offense looks a lot more electric than it did when Call came in against Timview, having not a lot of experience in varsity games. Boy, he looks like this thing, it's clicking right now for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult when you go in and you're used to playing JV and you're like, whoa, this is a lot faster. You feel like Ricky Bobby going around a racetrack.
I want to go fast.
What was that? Oh, man. I'm talking about after the injury.
Yeah, no, I got that, yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't with you there originally. I was like, I want to go fast. I want to go fast. But, yeah, like, what was that?
That was another
that's
call.
A good analogy.
It's so true. You're like, I never knew human beings could go that fast. And then you get to college, and it's a lot faster.
Oh, back judge. Didn't have near the distance on that flag, but, you know, it works. Delay a game here penalty on the Falcons.
He's a little tuckered out. He didn't want to walk and get the flag.
Right.
I've seen some great flag throws. That was mediocre at best.
Look, there's no need to chuck that thing, right? It's just, you know, just got to.
No, you take that flag and you throw it to the moon. Do your job. You only got one, and it's put that dirty laundry on the field.
1st and 15. They'll go on the ground. And I think they might. Yeah, that'll do it. They don't have to run another play. And I'm guessing.
But they might want to.
Maybe. 2nd and 15 here.
Quarterback sitting there.
Just want to get one more snap in. That will do it. Final 10 seconds. Moose, your final thoughts on the player of the game.
Really just a great team effort. If I'm going to give it to anyone, I'm going to give it to two people. I'm going to give it to Call and Smith Snowden. Both did a phenomenal job in what they were doing. And I might give a little nudge of the game to Doman for that blocked field goal, blocked punt.
Look, a dominative effort. 2 met 3 tonight, and it was all 2. Skyridge 37-0. The offense scored at will. The defense locked down the American Fork Cavemen as Skyridge protects their number 2 ranking. RPI comes out Saturday. We'll learn playoff seedings and paths then. But tonight it was Skyridge 37-0 over American Fork. Our players of the game, Smith Snowden, as well as Trent Call and Jace Doman throwing his hat in the ring late. Congratulations to them for being our players of the game. For Doug Jardine, Moose Bingham, and Alex Napolis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of Skyridge and American Fork football, presented by Suica, only on KSLSports.com.
Bird Homes is a Utah-founded community builder and a proud sponsor of Skyridge football. Bird Homes not only builds commercial and multifamily buildings, they build and support Utah communities. Bird Homes builds for you. Go Falcons.